much longer, Doctor. I've got a plane to catch at 3. I'm competing in the biannual International Amateur Salsa and Ballroom Dance Championships in Paris.
You're getting on a plane, Mrs. Wormwood?
Of course I am. I always compete, Doctor. But this time, I've got a secret weapon. Rudolfo, he's part Italian, you know, has incredible upper body strength.
I think we should have a talk.
So what is it? What's wrong with me?
Mrs. Wormwood, really? You have no idea? Gas?
Mrs. Wormwood, I want you to think very carefully. What do you think might be the cause of well, this?
Look, am I fat?
Well, it's not a giant peach in there! You're pregnant!
What?
Going to have a baby.
But I've already got a baby. I don't want another one. Isn't there something you can do?
You're 9 months pregnant.
Antibiotics? Oh no! What about the biannual International Amateur Salsa and Ballroom Dance Championships?
A baby, Mrs. Wormwood. A child. The most precious gift the natural world can bestow upon us has been handed to you.
A brand new human being, a life, a person, a wonderful new person is about to come into your life to bring you love and magic and happiness and wonder.
Oh, brother. Ow! Oh!
Push, Mrs. Wormwood.
I'll push you in a minute.
Now this is the moment you've all been waiting for.
Breathe, Mrs. Wormwood. You're nearly there.
No, you're wrong. I'm just bloated. I ate too many chocolates.
You are about to enter the zaniest, wackiest, most upside-down world you could ever imagine.
Matilda, Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, James in the Giant Peach, welcome to the wonderful world of...
Roll doll!
I can't stop
Well, I'll be a chocolate crispy. Will you look at that? Wonka factory to be open to a lucky few.
Do you mean that people are actually going to be allowed inside the factory?
Well, read what it says.
Mr. Willy Wonka has decided to allow 5 lucky winners to tour his factory and win a lifetime supply of chocolate.
For the factory?
A lifetime supply of chocolate? Read on.
5 golden tickets have been hidden among 5 million ordinary candy bars. The winners of these golden tickets will win the tour and the chocolate.
That's a 1,000,000 to 1 shot.
The tickets could be anywhere. How exciting. I wonder if any of them have been found yet. That paper's a day old.
Charlie, can you imagine winning? Touring the factory? Meeting Mr. Wonka?
Augustus would be the first to find a golden ticket. He just adores chocolate. He eats so many candy bars a day. It was not possible for him not to find one.
I am eating the Wonka bar, and then I am tasting something that is not chocolate, not almond, or coconut, or caramel, or sprinkles, or nougat, and I look down, and there it was, the golden ticket.
Wow! How do you celebrate, Augustus?
Oh, I eat more chocolate.
And here we are in Sao Paulo, Brazil, where things are getting sweet for Miss Veruca Salt.
As soon as my little Veruca told me she had to have one of them golden tickets, I started buying up all the Wonka bars I could lay my hands on. Hundreds and thousands of them. I'm in the nut business, you see. So I say to my workers, you can stop shelling Brazil nuts and start shelling the wrappers off these chocolate bars instead.
3 whole days went by and I was so angry at Daddy. Where's my golden ticket? I want my golden ticket! But finally one of his workers found me one. Daddy?
Yes, my sweetest, my dearest, my little buttercup.
I want a pony.
The third ticket has been found in Sneville, Georgia. What's your name, young lady?
Violet. Violet Beauregard.
Violet, quit chewing your gum so loudly. You remember what your therapist said.
Oh, can it, Mom? You flag her just as much as I do.
Now, Violet, how do you find your ticket?
I'm a gum chewer, normally, but whenever I heard about Wonka's contest, I laid off gum and switched to candy bars. Of course, I'm right back on gum. I've been working on this piece for 3 months solid. I beat the records set by my best friend, Cornelia. Hi, Cornelia, listen to this. That's the sound of you losing.
She's just a driven young lady. I don't know where she gets it.
Wow! The 4 golden tickets were found in Television City, California by a boy named Mike TV. This will be only the 5th and final golden ticket to be found. Can you tell us the ticket, ma'am?
You see, Mike and I, we were...
There's the best part! Smack, crack, whack! Did you see him die? That was totally awesome!
Very cool, Mike. Now, man, I got this ticket.
Yeah, I got the ticket, Doc. No big deal. Means I'm gonna have to miss at least an hour of my favorite TV show, and I'm gonna have to leave my house for some stupid chocolate factory. Yeah, right. Whatever.
Man, what school on our land from our time?
School? Are you crazy? I've got the net TV and my video games, fool.
Mr. Wonka, I'm grateful to have found the golden ticket and been given a tour of your factory with my Grandpa Joe. But you see, I don't deserve a lifetime supply of chocolate. Earlier today, I tasted the fizzy lifting drink and broke the rules. And I'm very sorry. Thank you for this wonderful experience. It was better than Christmas.
Bless you, Charlie. You did it. You did it.
Now, see here, Wonka. It was my idea to
I
try
created this contest with one purpose in mind, to find the perfect person to make new candy dreams come true.
I don't understand.
This was a test of character, Charlie. I carefully selected rooms that would tempt each of our golden ticket winners. You, Charlie, did something quite remarkable. You gave in to temptation, you were smart enough not to get caught, and yet you admitted your guilt.
But the other kids!
They'll be fine, and they'll each receive the booby prize, a lifetime supply of chocolate.
That's the booby prize? What's the real prize?
Charlie, do you love my factory?
It's the most wonderful place in the whole world!
I'm pleased to hear you say that, because from this moment on, it's yours.
What do you mean?
I'm giving you my factory, Charlie. I need an heir, and that person is you.
You want me to run this entire factory? What about my mom and dad and Grandpa Joe?
Your family can live here.
I'd love to! I positively love to!
Just the last and the wildest, wackiest stop in our tour of New York. Most exciting city in the entire universe.
We've been wowed by the Statue of Liberty holding high our torch of freedom. We took an elevator up the 102 stories of the Empire State Building. We strolled down Broadway and shopped in Bloomingdale's.
And now, guys, here we are in Central Park, outside our most famous house. A crazy house. A house made of stone. Not stone as in rock, but stone as in, let me tell you. Well, we call New York the Big Apple because it's a big apple, right? So, this isn't a stone of an apple. This is a stone of a peach!
You got it, a giant peach. It's the home of a real cool guy I know you'd like to meet. His name is...
James!
You got it again. James Henry Trotter. Let's see if he's home. James, are you in there? There are some excited tourists who'd love to meet you.
Hello, welcome.
Hi.
Okay, guys, we leave you in great hands. Okay, James, take it away. So long, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you for coming. Now, some of you may be wondering why an ordinary boy should be living in this amazing house here in Central Park, New York. Well, I've written about my adventures in my new book, but I'd like to tell you my story with the help of my friends who live here with me. Would you like to meet them?
Yes.
First, there's an old green grasshopper. His music is tonic.
Now I play violin in the New York Philharmonic.
Next, here comes a ladybird. Clothes are now her passion.
I work on Fifth Avenue. I'm very big in fashion.
Please meet Earthworm. His skin's so soft that he...
advertises face creams and commercials on TV.
It's time to meet Miss Spider. She spins the finest threads.
Now I run a factory making rope for ships instead.
Finally, here's Centipede, a business tycoon who's...
Vice President in charge of boots and shoes.
It won't have escaped your attention that my friends are all insects. You're probably wondering why they are such...
Very large insects.
Giant insects. All will become clear as I tell you my story. It's called...
James and the Giant Peach.
Then one day, Mr. and Mrs. Trotter left James with the nanny and took a trip to do some shopping.
Can you imagine the horrified surprise when as they strolled down the street, they're greeted by an enormous rhinoceros?
Now this, as you can imagine, was a rather nasty experience for two such gentle parents. But at least it was quick. They were gone in 35 seconds flat.
Now, James was still very much alive and very much alone. Their dear home was sold, and he was sent to live miles away in a strange, old, rundown house on top of the hill, with the two most wicked, most horrible, most horrendously awful woman you could ever imagine.
Aunt Sponge and Aunt Spiker.
What's so good about it? Your parents selfishly get eaten and leave us to bring up their brat and call it a day?
It's a bad, horrible day. And what's this? No time for that. No toys, no teddies, no treats of any kind. Time to get to work.
Terrible, isn't it? 3 whole years went by like that, and James waited hand on foot on his aunt, who never said please or thank you. He had no friends, he played no games.
But at this point in James's story, something rather peculiar happened. Something that led to many even more peculiar things. Magical, incredible things.
Whoa! Don't be afraid, boy. Take a look inside this bag.
Sparkly green. They're moving. What are they?
Crocodile tongues, marvelous things, and they're for you. I've searched far and wide for a child who needs some magic in their life, and you by far were the most deserving.
James, come and cook our supper, you selfish little sniveler.
No, please, come back. Come back. They've gone. I lost my chance.
Poor James was lower than ever before, but little did he know that the magical things had taken root in the peach tree in his aunt's yard.
Some time went by, then suddenly one day, one of the peaches seemed to come alive. It swelled up like a balloon and sat in the yard, nearly the size of the house.
James's aunties immediately began using the peach to make a buck, inviting reporters and visitors from miles around to see the peach, with cost at entry.
Such a big peach.
Holy peach! And you see her today, we are looking at this giant peach on top of the hill.
They have not modern, did they? Huge!
Whoa.
So big.
So big.
So cool. And as you see, it looks bigger just second
I need to
time.
sacrifice more money to not peach. I'm in that person! Yeah. Hey, Bob, you gotta come see this!
In an effort to escape the chaos and the usual cruelty that become too much, I crawled into the giant peach. And that's how I ended up here with my friends and my family.
We'd been waiting for him so we could begin our lifetime of adventures together.
We had parted from the ghastly hill that we had lived on for so long. The peach rolled and tumbled and crashed straight into the ocean.
The fish and birds ate the flesh of the peach, and we used Miss Spider's web to hitch a ride with some seagulls.
There were many adventures along the way, but the day came when we arrived here in New York. We landed on the roof of the tallest skyscraper.
The fire department came with cranes, ladders, and pulleys to help lower the peach onto the street below.
The citizens of New York were so pleased to see us, they greeted us with a parade and cheered our names.
As mayor of New York, I have to ask, would you do us the honor of staying here? You can live in Central Park.
And we
said, yes, please!
And that's really the end of our story. Except to say that the saddest, loneliest little boy you could ever find now is happiness and more friends than anyone could look for.
Including you, we hope. Thank you for coming to see us today.
Of course, I still get sad sometimes when I think about my parents. But my friends remind me that my mom and dad are here. They are everywhere, all around me in this beautiful city.
Someone leaves, who knows why, and you never said goodbye. Once we go, we're not gone. We keep living on and on.
She whispers in the breeze, he's waving from a star.
They are with you everywhere that you are. Left your world all too soon. Look, his face is in the moon. There she smiles, beaming proud. See her laughing in that cloud. When you feel alone, love is never far. They are with you everywhere that you are. Nothing's lost once
can just believe it's beautifully designed. How they're with you in everything that you are.
Everyone is born, but not everyone is born the same. One way or another, each human being is unique, for better or for worse.
Look, why? To read. Why would you want to do that? There's a TV right in front of you. There's nothing you get from a book that you can't get from television faster.
Matilda was an extraordinary child. Her family had no idea. By the time she was 2, she could take care of herself. And by the time she was 4, she had read everything in the house that she could get her hands on.
Her father went to work selling used cars. Her mother took off regularly to play bingo. Matilda was left alone, and that's how she liked it.
I'm off to bingo. You sell lots of cars today, Snow Cones. I want to get that new TV.
Oh, I got some real junkers ready to go. It's going to be a very profitable day. Where's Mikey?
Mikey, time for school.
Later, loser.
Matilda was a determined little girl. She soon found her own way to the library, which quickly became a daily event. Books gave her comforting messages that she was not alone.
Morning, Matilda. We've got some new stock in the history section. I put some aside that I thought you might enjoy. We also got some of the latest best-selling novels in. And of course, I thought you should have first tips. You read and learned everything so quickly, nobody will even notice they're gone.
Bye, Mr. Phelps. I'll see you next week.
Bye, Miss Honey, and good luck with the Tolstoy.
Who is that lady?
That was Miss Honey. She's a teacher. Now, do you have any time to tell me some of your stories? You know how much I love them.
Not today, Mr. Phelps. I have something for my dad.
Oh, I would love to meet your parents. They would be so happy to have a brilliant young daughter like you.
Oh, yes. There are. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow.
That child must be a certified genius. Such an amazing, bright young mind, so hungry for life. I wonder why she's not in school.
I assume that she is homeschooled. She must have some of the finest teachers, as she is reading at levels far beyond her years. Very impressive indeed.
And you should hear the creative stories she comes up with. She is destined for greatness.
By the time she was 9, all that time that I spent alone became a bit boring and a bit sad. Matilda longed for a friend, like the kind and caring people she had read about in her books.
But it occurred to her that just like talking dragons and princesses with hair long enough to climb, such people might only exist in storybooks.
So I went to bingo. Of course they do.
Can I go to school?
Of course not. You're only 5 years old.
I'm not 5.
6 then.
I turned 9 last August. I'm supposed to be starting school 4 years ago, but you didn't listen to me.
You're too young for school. And besides, I need you here to collect the car part deliveries.
Yeah, we can't just leave valuable packages sitting where anyone can take them.
That's that. Mikey, grab a pen. You're going to want to take this down. The first car your brilliant father sold cost $320. I sold it for $1,158. The next car I sold today cost $512. I sold it for $2,269.
Wait, Dad, you're going too fast.
Keep up, boy. It's time to learn the family business. The third car I sold today cost $1,100. I sold it for $7,839. What was my profit for the day?
$9,334.
What?
Check it if you don't believe me.
You little cheat, you looked at the paper.
From all the way over here.
Are you being smart with us?
If you're being smart with us, you're going to be punished.
Punished for being smart?
When a person's bad, that person must be taught a lesson. Get up!
Harry Wormwood unintentionally gave Matilda the first advice. He meant to say when a child is bad, but instead he said when a person's bad.
Thereby introducing a revolutionary idea that children could punish adults. Only when they deserved it, of course.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we go on, I'd like to apologize for some of the horrible and not nice things that you're seeing tonight. We wouldn't want any children who might be here watching to go home and try these things for themselves. What I'm referring to, of course, is reading books.
It stunts the brain, wears out the eyes, and under no circumstances do we condone such activities. May I just ask by a show of hands, how many grown-ups here have actually ever read a book?
Ew! Don't take it the wrong way, but bookworm, you're a stinky little bookworm, aren't you?
What are you all thinking? I heard once on a television show that a picture tells 1,000 words. That means TV is the equivalent of, like, lots of books.
With such big fans of this great invention, the pinnacle of our achievements as a species, the television, or telly as our friends overseas call it, that we've asked some kids to do a little dance about it for you.
Now I know it will definitely not make up for the horrible book talk you're gonna see tonight, but hopefully it will give you a moment of peace. Enjoy!
All I know I learnt from telly, this big beautiful box of facts. If you know a thing already, baby, you can switch the channel over just like that. Endless joy and endless laughter, folks living happily ever after. All you need to make you wise is 23 minutes plus advertisements. Why would we waste our energy turning the pages 1, 2, 3 when we can sit comfortably on our lovely bumperlies watching people singing and talking and doing stuff? All I know I learnt from telly. The bigger the telly, the smarter the man. You can tell from my big telly just how clever of a fella I am. All together now. All I know I learned from telly. The bigger the telly, the smarter the man. You can tell from my big telly what a very clever fella. Is it just me, or am I amazing?
Matilda had always known that she was different from her family. She's about to discover a new strength that she wasn't even aware of.
Daddy, why do you have to sell bad cars with stolen parts? Don't people need good cars? Why can't you just sell good cars, Dad?
Listen, you little booger. I'm smart, you're dumb. I'm big, you're little. I'm right, you're wrong, and there's nothing you can do about it. Ugh. What the heck was that? Go on home, you little nuisance.
Was it magic or coincidence? She didn't know. It is said that we humans only use a tiny portion of our brains. Matilda might have never discovered her own great strength of mind if it weren't for the events that happened later that day.
I need a car, inexpensive but reliable. I need a tight car, camera, a tight ship. Can you get that for me? You've come to the right place. Welcome to Wormwood Motors. Harry Wormwood, owner and founder. Agatha Trotchbull, principal, Cusham Hall Elementary School. My school is a model discipline. Use the whip, beat the child. That's my motto. You got pride yourself? Yeah, I got one boy, Mikey, and one mistake, Tilda. They're all mistakes, children, little filthy, nasty things, but I never was one.
Well, since you're an educator, I'm gonna make you a great deal.
You had better. Harry, I hit the double bingo. Come on, we're all going to Cafe Loretz.
Double bingo? All right then. Oh, by the way, Matilda, you're going to school next week.
I am? Oh, thank you! Thank you, Daddy!
Yeah, whatever. And you're gonna get a real education at this place.
Matilda had always wanted to go to school because she loved to learn. She was so excited by this news that she couldn't sleep. She laid in bed and tried to imagine what her new school would look like. She pictured a lovely building surrounded by trees, flowers, and swings. She looked forward to all the children she would meet and the teachers she would learn from. Matilda had no idea just what was coming her way.
To see you here in the library again, dear.
Good afternoon, Miss Phelps. If you don't mind, I'd like to return all these.
Of course, child. My, did you really read all of these in 1 week?
Yes, I did. You see, I'm starting school next week, and I'm so excited.
Oh, I know how happy you must be to be starting school at last. For all the time that I've known you, you've always shown such intelligence. Now, you wouldn't happen to have any stories of your own to share today, would you?
Now, let me think. Well, there is a story that's been coming to me lately. It begins in this amazing circus.
What a beautiful audience we have here tonight. Are you all having a good time? Yeah. I'm Felix, the fire juggler here. It took years of scaring audiences and throwing flames to get to where I am now. You see, it was never easy because I was chased out of my village by an angry mob after I accidentally burned it down or whatever, but... Anyway, that's all the time I have. I hope you enjoy the show. Thank you.
I was a young girl when I ran away from home to join the circus. I went into a tent filled with bouncing monkeys and trumpeting elephants. And then I saw her, my soulmate, Simba-et. Now me and Simba-et are the best of friends and perform together every show. I'm so happy here living at the circus and showing off my talents with Simba-et. Ta-ta!
In this circus, there are two incredible performers, a world-renowned acrobat and a famous escapologist.
Help, I'm stuck! Oh my, how did this happen? I was trying out a new trick, but I guess I haven't gotten the hang of it yet.
I think all you needed was the right partner.
I think you're right.
It was love at first sight. Soon after they were married, as years went by, they began to wish for a child.
What are we waiting for, dearest? Time is moving so fast. Sometimes I feel like I'm the only one who wants a baby.
I want a baby too, my love, but our jobs are too dangerous.
Then let's perform one last spectacular trip together before our family grows.
A grand finale, what a wonderful idea. We'll go right away.
fate, kismet. I prepared something very special for the two of you. It's the opportunity of a lifetime.
Wow, this is a complicated trick, but the offer is so generous.
Don't worry about those boring details, just sign here at the bottom.
Don't worry, my love, we can do anything as long as we're together.
You're right. This new trick will be fantastic. The pinnacle of our careers.
Little did they know there was another surprise just around the corner.
I'm very happy to tell you that your results came in and you're expecting a baby.
Bagmister, we're having a child.
Oh, darling, it's a miracle. Soon our duo will become a trio.
Perhaps we need to reconsider our new agreement. We'll have to back out of that dangerous performance.
We'll go to the ringmaster right away.
Under no circumstances are you allowed on this contract. Do you understand?
And why shouldn't I?
Money talks.
Ringmaster, there's been a change of plans. I'm expecting a baby.
So you see, there's no way we'll be able to perform that new trick.
Oh, no, you can't back out now. You both signed a contract. And besides, family has to support each other. When you agree, sister?
And unfortunately, if you read the fine print quite carefully, in Section B, Clause 27, Paragraph 9, there's no backing out.
Oh, how unfortunate. If they only waited a little longer before signing that contract.
Yes, indeed, and then...
Wait. I don't think I can stand to hear the rest. It's already too sad. It's more than I can take, Matilda.
But I haven't gotten to the most craziest and tragic part yet.
Please, my love, we don't have to do this.
We have no choice. We signed that contract.
But what about the baby?
We'll be fine, I promise. I love you. Do you trust me?
Of course I trust you.
Here, for good luck, honey.
And now, the newest, highest, most death-defying trick. Ladies and gentlemen, step right up to witness the incredible, suspenseful, dangerous, high-flying death drop!
The acrobat tied 13 locks around her husband. She climbed a tall platform above him and leapt off while the escapologist began to free himself. The audience gasped as the acrobat flipped through the air over and over, steadily falling. The escapologist struggled with the last lock and... They came so close, but the escapologist was too late. The acrobat fell to the ground and her husband missed her by inches.
We were able to save the baby. Sir, you have a beautiful, healthy daughter.
And my wife?
I'm sorry, she's not gonna make it. You should say your goodbyes.
The acrobat was able to say goodbye to her husband, telling him to raise their daughter with love and to remember that she would always be with them.
Oh, how terrible. To think that the child will grow up without her mother. Please tell me it gets happier from here.
Well, that's actually all I have so far, but I'll come back to you as soon as you know the rest. I really should be getting home. Bye, Miss Phelps.
Put that book down. It's trash. No good for your brain.
But Dad, it's Charles Dickens.
Charles who?
Dickens. Definitely trash. Dad? Dad, stop. It's not even mine. It's a library book.
Time to watch TV, like a real wormwood, you nasty little bookworm.
Hey, what's going on?
Why did you buy such cheap plates? They're all broken.
I didn't buy them, I stole them. How was I supposed to know?
Aw, man, that was my favorite eating plate.
Matilda, clean up this mess. I've got to get to bingo.
Wow, I can't believe how cruel people can be, how cruel the world can be. Oh, I think I know the last part of my story. Miss Phelps, I know what comes next.
Well, dear, don't make me wait any longer.
Okay, but I'm sorry to say it only gets worse. You see, although the escapologist loved his daughter very much and took wonderful care of her, there came a day when he couldn't do it alone.
Jenny, honey, this is your auntie. She'll be taking care of you while I have to travel for work.
So nice to finally meet you, Auntie.
I have to go now, but I'll be back as soon as I can. I love you.
Auntie, let's play a game.
No games while I'm in charge. Now fetch me a snack and go to your room.
What?
Don't talk back now. Garbage, not to my standards. Now, clean the kitchen, do the laundry, and make my bed. And make it snappy, you little maggot.
Wait till my father comes home.
It's a
cried herself to sleep every night. Then finally, her father returned home.
Surprise! I'm here early. Jenny?
Oh, what are you doing back so soon?
Where's Jenny?
She's just... I'll go fetch young things. Won't be a minute. I'll leave two of you alone. Won't interrupt the happy reunion.
Daddy, she's evil. She locks me in the cellar and treats me like a servant.
What? No. I'll go talk to her right now and I'll get to the bottom of this.
Thank you, Daddy. I'm so glad you're back. I love you.
I love you too.
But her father never returned. She remained trapped with her aunt for many years, and she never saw her father again.
Matilda had dreamed for so long of going to school, but when she approached Crunchham Hall, she was a little surprised to see a rundown, dirty-looking building with no trees, grass, or swings on the playground.
But there were children so regardless of what her new school looked like. She was happy to be there. After all, any school is better than no school at all, isn't it?
My mommy says I'm a miracle. My daddy says I'm a special little guy. I'm a princess. I'm a prince.
Is that what your parents tell you? Well, that's not gonna help you in here!
And so you think you're able to survive this mess by being a prince or a princess, you will soon see there's no escaping tragedy. And even if you put in heaps of effort, you're just wasting energy, 'cause your life as you know it is ancient history. I have suffered in this jail, I've been trapped inside this cage for ages, this living hell. But if I try, I can remember back before my life had ended, before my happy days were over, before I first heard the pealing of the bell. Like you, I was curious, so innocent I asked 1,000 questions, but unless you want to suffer, listen up and I will teach you a thing or two. You listen here, I hear you, you punish sense of me. Step out of line, if you cry, I will be rebellious. Stay out of trouble and remember to be extremely careful.
Why do we need to be careful?
Why? Did you hear what he said?
Just you wait for phys ed.
What's phys ed?
Physical education is the Trunchbull's specialty. Good luck!
Surely we must be exaggerating. It can't be as bad as they say.
You, attention! You're too small, rock picker! Heads up, shoulders back, sides, and stand straight! Your socks are too big, change them! You, attention!
Is that my teacher? No, that's just the principal, Miss Trunchbull. I'm Matilda. I'm Lavender. Nice to meet you. You better stay quiet.
You, attention!
You two better scram. The Trunchbull likes to crack her whip at anyone who is hiding. You're new here, huh? I'm Hortensia.
Matilda, hi. She doesn't actually use that thing to whip people, does she?
No, it's mostly just for skin. What she does is worse. Every week, the Trunchbull comes to visit each classroom to show the teachers a thing or two about handling children. Last week in grade 2, she caught Julius Rotwinkle eating M&M's during her lesson. She picked him up and threw him out the window.
Was Julius okay?
After being thrown out the window? Of course not. He lived, if that's what you mean.
The Trunchbull used to be in the Olympics. Shot put, javelin, and hammer throw. The hammer throw is her specialty.
Yeah, well, it's better than being put in choky.
Choky?
Yeah, choky. It's a tall, narrow hole in the wall. Behind the door. You have to stand, and there's dirty, leaky pipes dripping all over you. It smells terrible.
The walls have broken glass and nails sticking out. I've been there twice. Sometimes she leaves you in there all day.
Why don't you just all tell your parents?
We've tried, but they don't believe it.
Yeah, I mean, would your parents believe all this?
Amanda Thrift! What are those?
What's what, Miss Trunchbull?
Those! Hanging out by your ears!
You mean my pigtails?
Are you a pig, Amanda?
No, Miss Trunchbull.
Do I allow pigs in my school? Chop them up by tomorrow!
But my mommy thinks they're sweet.
Did you say butt? I'll get you a butt! Joking! Juniors, get to class!
My dear primaries, thanks to Amanda for the show,
You can all burn your own into a roasting hot heat!
But Miss Trunchbull, we don't have any water. How could she leave us out here all day?
Well, too bad!
She doesn't care about us. Nobody really cares about us. That's not true. There, calm down, everyone. I know that somewhere are new, but you'll see, it's not all terrible here. Our teachers are nicest. Wait until you meet Miss Prim. We came here to learn and have fun. Why should we let Trunchbull stop us?
ABC, easy as 1, 2, 3. All simple as do, re, mi. ABC, 1, 2, 3. Baby, you and me, girl. ABC, easy as 1, 2, 3. All simple as do, re, mi. ABC, 1, 2, 3. Baby, you and me, girl. Come on, let me love you just a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna teach you how to sing it out. Come on, let me show you what it's all about. Reading, writing, arithmetic are the branches of a learning tree. And without the roots of love everyday girl, your education ain't complete. Just gonna show you how to get an A. Spell me, you, act the two. Listen to me, baby, that's all that I do. ABC, easy as 1, 2, 3. All simple as do, re, mi. ABC, 1, 2, 3. Baby, you and me, girl. ABC, it's easy, it's like 1, 2, 3. Sing a simple melody. ABC, that's how easy love can be. Sing a simple melody. 1, 2, 3, you and me.
As dark as things could be at Crutcham Hall, inside was a magical, happy contrast. When the Trunchbull wasn't around, that is. The junior students had Miss Honey for a teacher. She was one of those remarkable people who appreciates every single child for who she or he is.
Okay, please listen up, class. It's great to see you all here on the first day of the new school year. I would like you to meet Matilda Wormwood, who is new to our school this year. Let's all make her feel welcome.
Welcome, Matilda! Matilda, you can come sit right here next to me.
Miss Honey was a wonderful teacher and a friend to everyone, but her life was not as simple and beautiful as it seemed. Miss Honey had a deep, dark secret. Though it caused her great pain, she did not let it interfere with her teaching.
Let's start with math. Now, Matilda, it's all right if you don't understand any of this, but if you do know an answer, just raise up your hands, all right?
Okay, Miss Honey.
Let's review some multiplication. 5 times 9 is?
45!
9 times 11?
99!
Excellent. You must have practiced over the summer. Soon you'll be able to do any question like 13 times 379.
4,927.
I beg your pardon?
That's not possible. It's like she has a calculator in her brain.
I read some math books in the library. I think that's the answer.
Wow, very impressive, Matilda. Yes, I'm glad you like to read because we'll be studying all great authors and writing our own stories. Class, please take a look at the board and let's read it together. Connor, Jeff, Matthew, and Chloe.
Every book is written to have the outcome that the author wanted.
Some stories are happy and some have very sad, tragic endings. Those characters don't get to choose.
As a writer, you can let your imagination run free and turn something ordinary to extraordinary.
Not only in paper, but in life, it is up to us to be our own authors and design the endings we wish for. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. So they say the subsequent fall was inevitable. Never stood a chance, they were written that way. Innocent victims of their story. Romeo and Juliet was written in the stars before they even met. Love and fate and a touch of stupidity would rob them of their hope of living happily. The endings are often a little bit gory. Why did they just change their story? We have to do what we're told, but surely sometimes you have to be a little bit naughty. Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, nothing will change. Even if you're little, you can do a lot. You mustn't let a little thing like little stop you. If you sit around and let them get on top of you, might as well be saying you think that it's okay, and that's not right. And if it's not right, you have to put it right. In the slip of a boat, there's a tiny ripple, the seed of a war in the creek of a floorboard. A storm can begin with the flap of a wing. The tiniest might pass the mightiest thing every day. Starts with the tick of a clock. All escapes start with the clink of a lock. If you're stuck in your story and wanna get out, you don't have to cry, you don't have to shout. If you're little, you can do a lot. You mustn't let a little thing like little stop you. If you sit around and let them get on top of you, won't change a thing. Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, you might as well be saying you think that it's okay, and that's not right. And if it's not right, you have to put it right. When nobody else is gonna put it right for me, nobody but me is gonna change my story. Sometimes you have to be a little bit naughty.
Matilda, you have an amazing mind. I believe that you might be ready to study in a higher grade level. I'm going to see if we can get you moved up.
Really? Oh yes, I'd love that. But just don't tell my family. They would never understand.
Oh, nonsense, Matilda. I'm sure if I explain to them, they'll be happy to hear.
You don't want my family, believe me.
Okay, well, for now, why don't you just start by reading this book? I think it'll challenge your mind, and you can sit here while I teach the others.
What are you doing with that book, woman?
It's for Matilda. I was going to come talk to you. She's a remarkable student, and I believe...
No, it's not. Not on my watch. There's an age for reading and an age for being a filthy little toad. To teach the child, you must first break the child. You, what is my motto is written across the door of every classroom in this building.
If you're having fun, you're not learning, man.
Right, time to whip you all into shape. Up, get up, you too, Miss Honey. Let's start with scissors.
I don't think this is teaching at all. This is just cruelty.
The only thing that will learn with this is I wish we had to pull out the hammer throw.
Push-ups.
Phew, I need my puffer.
What do you think you're doing?
Sorry, ma'am, asthma. I just need to stop for a moment.
Stop! Stop! We are just getting started.
No, Miss SpongeBob. Please don't blow out his ear off.
Zach learned many years of experimentation. Ears of small boys don't come off. They stretch.
Leave him alone, you big fat bully.
You're the wormwood girl, aren't you? You're not fit to be at this school and you ought to be in prison. Now, Matilda, since you're new, I'm going to bide my time. But rest assured, I
I shall crush you!
Although all the teachers at Crunchum Hall were scared of the Trunch Bowl, they didn't think twice about coming to the rescue of their students whenever they could.
Miss Prim was the primary teacher, and she was the bravest teacher on staff. Everybody at Crunchum Hall admired her because she seemed fearless when it came to protecting her class.
She was always the first to jump between the trench bowl and the student and taught them to stand up for themselves.
That particular morning, while the Trunch Bowl was busy lifting weights in her office, Miss Prim marched straight out to gather all of her students.
What are you all doing out there? Come along, my darling, the bell has already rung, and I need you in class.
Miss Prim, the Trunch Bowl said we have to stay out there all day.
Nonsense. There's no need to allow her to bully you. She only has as much power as you give her.
That's easy for you to say. You're a grown-up. Yeah, when I'm a grown-up, I'm going to be brave like you. When I'm a grown-up, I'm going to take over the school and throw Mr. Trunchbull the trophy.
Yeah! I'm going to put her hair in pigtails and make her stay like that for all eternity.
Yeah! We are not going to care about her. We will be too busy doing all the fun things when we are a grown-up. Yeah! When I grow up, I'll be tall enough to reach the branches that I need to reach to climb the trees you get to climb when you're grown up. And when I grow up, I'll be smart enough to answer all the questions that you need to know the answers to before you're grown up. And when I grow up, I will eat sweets every day on the way to work, and I will go to bed late every night. And I will wake up when the sun comes up, and I will watch cartoons until my eyes go square, and I won't care 'cause I'll be all grown up when I grow up. When I grow up, when I grow up, when I grow up, I'll be brave enough to fight the creatures that I have to fight beneath the bed each night to be a grown up. Wake up, and I'll wake up when the sun comes up, and I will spend all day just lying in the sun, and I won't worry 'cause I'll be a grown up when I grow up. Life's not fair, it doesn't mean I should have gray hair. If you want to take your chin and wear, nothing will change. Just because I'm not in this story doesn't mean everything's written for me. If I can't be mistakes already, life goes in and think that it's okay, and that's not right.
Okay, class, today we're going to work on our spelling. Let's focus now.
Miss Prim is too hard to practice spelling when all we can think about is revenge on Miss Trunchbull. Yeah, revenge. R-E-V-N-N-G-E. Check it out, Revenge is the nerd.
Okay then, we'll make it fun. Each of you must write down a sentence about how you improve our school. With proper spelling and grammar, of course. Then you can stand up and share it with the class. Bonus marks if you can rhyme.
I'll go first, Miss Prim.
stories if we had school choir or dance club or any sports teams to play on.
Everybody's terrified of the choky. If I could, I'll remove it forever.
Miss Prim and Miss Honey could do a much better job of running our school if Miss Touchball was gone than all the problems that crunched on Paula go with her. I would make our school feel warm and lively instead of cold and rainy.
I would ban them playing a shot put, javelin, and hammer throw, especially the throwing of children.
I would make a rule where everyone can have as many sweets as they want throughout the day.
There should be a no weapon rule for both students and principals.
Roses are red, violets are blue. If I had my way, Miss Trunchbull would...
Okay, thank you. We need a math club.
And a science fair.
And a spelling bee. Yeah, how about a computer lab? There's one thing I always wish for is to feel safe and not afraid anymore.
Luncheon house should make recess longer when it's beautiful outside.
I wish that our parents will believe us when we tell them how horrible Miss Trunchbull is, and we wish that we can make them a student for a week so they can fight for themselves.
I want Trunchbull Hall to be happy and fun, so I will send Miss Trunchbull on the run.
Very good, class. Many of you got bonus points. Maybe one day all of those lovely plans for our school come true.
Little did Miss Prim know she had planted those seeds that would soon grow into more than just a classroom game.
Between the bravery that they learned in their primary years and the confidence that they gained from Miss Honey, a storm was brewing in the classrooms of Crutchman Hall.
Listen up! The entire school is to report to the assembly room immediately!
Bruce Milchutter! Sit! You're a sneaky little thief, aren't you, Brucey?
Oh no, she's got him in a reach. What's he done?
I don't know what you're talking about. Cake! Chocolate cake! You slithered into my kitchen and ate my personal snack. Do you deny it?
Well, it's kind of hard for me to remember the specific cake.
This one was mine. It was the most delicious chocolate cake in the entire world.
My mom's is better!
What is he thinking? Deny, and certainly don't insult. Well, bog trotter, how can you be sure unless you have another slice? Here, eat it!
I don't want any, thank you.
Eat it! Don't eat it, she won't give him cake. It must be poison, something's up. You look like you enjoyed that, Brucey. Have some more.
No, thank you, I'm full.
But you hurt Cook's feelings. Oh, cool.
I made this cake just for you to have on your very own. I put my own blood, sweat, and tears into it.
Brucey will not leave this chair until we consume the entire thing.
The entire thing. See you at lunch, rotten children.
You wanted cake? You got cake. Now eat it!
There's no way he can eat all of that.
He's going to throw up everywhere. He's not gonna make it. I can't look. This looks really bad. It's not gonna look pretty. Come on, Brucey, you can do it. Yeah, Bruce, remember what Miss Honey said. Make your own ending. Finish it. Don't let her bully you, Bruce. Be brave like Miss Prim. Come on, Brucey, you can do it. possibly keep us all for 5 hours.
You, Nuga, come here. Anyone who objects will go into the chokey with Matilda.
Matilda. She says she needs to talk to you. Good evening. I'm Jennifer Honey. I'm Matilda's teacher.
What's she done now?
Look, whatever it is, she's your problem now. There is no problem.
Then beat her watching TV.
Excuse me? You think some rotten TV show is more important than Matilda?
All right. Let's get this over with. Mikey, turn it off.
You must be aware by now that Matilda has a brilliant mind.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Her math skills are simply extraordinary, and she's reading material that I haven't seen until my second year of university.
University?
I really feel like with some rapid instruction, she could be ready for university just in a few short years.
Hell, look, Miss Snit. A girl does not get anywhere by acting intelligent. I mean, take a look at you and me. You chose books and I chose looks. I have a nice house, a wonderful husband, and you are suddenly teaching not those children their ABC.
Wow, I can see that we're not going to agree here, are we? I'm going to let myself out. See you tomorrow, Matilda.
Who does she think she is? Interrupting our show. Whoa, what the heck was that?
It wasn't me. Of course it wasn't. Harry, I told you that was a cheap TV set.
Hey, I don't see you spending your dough legal money on new television.
Yell at me, okay?
What?
Yell at me.
Why, you little, I will more than yell at you.
I'm so sorry you had to deal with my family.
It's okay, Matilda. I have an interesting family myself. Come and sit. I will tell you all about it. You see, when I was young, my father died. Magnus was his name. He was very kind, but when he was gone, my aunt became my legal guardian. She was mean, cruel, and horrible like you can't imagine. When I got my job as a teacher, she gave me a bill for looking after me all those years. Every tea bag, bit of food, electricity, all of it. And she produced a document to say that my father had given her his house.
Did he really do that? Magnus, did he really give her his house?
I don't know, but I find it hard to believe. One day he found out that my aunt was locking me in the cellar and leaving me there.
Miss Honey, is this your father's scarf?
Yes it is. My aunt gave it to him before she died. You see, she was
an acrobat.
Yes, she was. And my father was
an escapologist.
Matilda, how did you know that?
So they were your parents?
Who? What?
I've been telling a story and thought I was just making it up.
But it's real. It's your life. I've seen your life.
You've seen my life?
Miss Honey, we've got to go to the police. Your aunt killed Magnus.
No, we can't. We have no evidence. It would be my word against her.
But she beat you and locked you in cellars and stole your father's house. We have to do something.
Matilda, my aunt is Miss Trunchbull.
She practiced any change she could.
She knew that having power isn't near as important as what you choose to do with it.
She began planning ways to give everyone at Crunchum Hall a happier life and help Miss Honey get her house back.
Matilda didn't want her classmates to know about her abilities for fear they would think she was weird, or worse, accidentally give away her plans to get the Trunchbull.
She enlisted some help from some primary students to help her practice and make plans.
The primary students didn't even flinch when Matilda told them she had magic powers. It seems like the belief in magic only begins to fade after grade 3. There's got to be something the Trunchbull's afraid of. Let's all think about it. What are we afraid of? I'm afraid of the dark and spiders. I doubt that the Trunchbull would be scared of either of those things.
Yeah, she'd probably eat those spiders for a snack.
I'm scared of dogs that bite. Oh, and clowns. There is nothing creepier. I'm afraid of ghosts. Sometimes I'm sure there is a ghost named me. Wait a second, you might be up to something. I think I read a sci-fi library book that said ghosts can eat full of unfinished business. My big brother is really into that stuff, and that's what he says. Okay, I have an idea to scare the Trunchbull and make it so she will never come back. Now I just need to keep practicing.
Hide me. Someone put a whole glass of maple syrup on Trunchbull's chair. She sat down, and when she got back up, her pants stayed stuck to the seat. Someone told her I did it, but I didn't, and now she's after me.
That's not fair. That's not fair at all. Nigel, you're done for. Once I get a Trunchbull, besides, you're guilty. You're finished.
Oh, Matilda, help me. She's going to put me in choky.
All right, when did this happen?
20 minutes ago. Why?
Nigel!
Oh, no, she's coming.
Quick, everyone, put in a jacket.
You, where's that magnet known as Nigel?
I wouldn't know. I haven't seen him. I was just playing. He's over there by those jackets. We've been for the last hour.
What? An hour?
Oh, yes. You see, unfortunately, Nigel suffers from the rare but chronic sleep disorder narcolepsy. The condition is characterized by the sufferer experiencing bouts of chronic fatigue and falling asleep suddenly, often without knowing or any warning at all.
Well, of course I know what narcolepsy is. I'm bigger and smarter than all of you. But why is he on the ground like that?
You see, he fell asleep. We put him under the clothes for safety, didn't we?
Yeah!
I probably think he's in bed when he wakes up.
Is it time for school yet? Mom, hello? What am I doing here? This isn't my room at all. Oh, hello, Miss Trunchbull.
Think you're pretty clever, don't you? I can smell the stench of rebellion around here, and I'm going to beat it out of all of you. But first things first, to find that little syrup-pouring spitball.
Great thinking, Matilda. Thanks so much for your help.
Have I mentioned that she's my best friend? Matilda, do all those braids in your head give you a headache? It's gotta hurt all squished in there.
No, I think they just fit.
Right, well, we better hang around just in case if it starts to squish out your ear. You're going to need help.
Thanks, everyone. I'm afraid that's not the last we'll see of Trunchbull today, and we're not going to let her bully us anymore.
room seems too merry for any actual learning to be going on.
Class, will you see Miss Trunchbull?
Good afternoon, Miss Trunchbull.
Right, sit down. This class is going to have a very special spelling test. You get a single answer wrong, and you're going to Toki! You spell, let me see. I know, spell what you are, despicable.
D-E-S-P-I-C-A-B-L-E, despicable.
What?
Miss Honey, she's a very good teacher.
Nonsense. Miss Honey is too soft and peachy to be good at anything. Anyone can see that. You spell repugnant.
R-E-P-U-G-N-A-N-T, repugnant.
You're cheating!
Of course she's not cheating. She's simply spelling a word.
That's enough out of you, Jenny. These little specks of dust can't be this clever.
I taught them with kindness, patience, and respect.
How dare you bring those words into my classroom? You know nothing about teaching, and I'll prove it. You spell Amchella Candiosopcanis Timosis.
That's not a word. You just made it up.
Spell Owochoki. And I shall warn you, there are some silent letters.
A-M-C-A-E-L-L-A-K.
No, I'm sorry. There was a silent Z. You're going to Choki!
Cat, C-A-F, cat. I got it wrong. This is just me and Choki too.
Dog, D-Y-P. Dog, me too.
Table, X-A-B-L-Y, and me.
What? Stop this! Sit down!
You can't put us all in, Choki. Please stop this nonsense, Miss Trunchbull. They weren't doing any harm.
I broke your arm once, Jenny. I could do it again.
I'm not 7 years old anymore, Aunt Trunchbull.
I shall personally see to it that none of you ever see the light of day again!
Look, the chalk.
And the lights.
Agatha, this is Magnus.
Who is Magnus? What is happening?
Give my little Jenny her house and her money. Leave town, never come back.
Whatever it is, it seems to be scaring the Trunchbull. Or I will get you like you got me. That is a promise.
Wow, she looks peaceful and she is asleep. Yeah, she's always acting human.
But then she will wake up and speak and we will remember she's a monster.
I think she's coming too. Let's get this finish. Let's zip her up.
Never again will she get the best of me. Never again will she take away my freedom. We won't forget the day we fought for the right to be a little bit naughty. Never again will she choke me or slam. Never again will I be bullied. And never again will I doubt it when my mom says I'm a miracle. Never again will I live behind bars. Never again, no, we are revolting children living in revolting times. We sing revolting songs, using revolting rhymes. We'll be revolting children till our revolting time, and we'll have such revolting. We're revolting. We are revolting children living in revolting times. We sing revolting songs, using revolting rhymes. We'll be revolting children till our revolting time, and we'll have such revolting. We're revolting. We come and screaming for. Yeah. Take out your hockey stick and use it as a sword. Yeah. Never again will we be ignored. We'll find out where the chalk is stored and draw rude pictures on the board. It's not insulting, we're revolting. We are revolting. L-S-I-V, U-S-I-M-E. So we are revolting. It's too early for you, we are revolting. We are revolting children living in revolting times. We sing revolting songs, using revolting rhymes. We'll be revolting children till our revolting's done. It is too early for you, we are revolting.
So the Trunchbull was never seen or heard from again.
Miss Honey moved back into her father's house and was reunited with all her treasures and memories that her Aunt Trunchbull had stolen from her.
Of course, Matilda was a very frequent visitor. She spent all the time she could with her.
Mr. Phelps was also a frequent visitor, enjoying Matilda's stories and the company of his 2 favorite bookworms.
Did you know that the heart of a mouse beats at the rate of 650 times a minute?
Where did you learn that?
In a book, it beats so fast it doesn't sound like it's beating at all. It sounds like it's humming.
Wow, you never cease to amaze me, Matilda.
Hey, you, let's go pack the thing. We're leaving, we gotta go. I'd be happy to walk her home.
Well, nobody will be there. We are moving to Guam. Daddy won't be in our business anymore.
I don't want to leave. I love it here. I love my school. It isn't fair.
Get in the car because we're going on a permanent vacation.
No, Miss Honey, please don't let them take me. Stop. I want to see Miss Honey.
Well, Miss Honey doesn't want you. Why would you want some bratty, disobedient kid?
Because she's a wonderful child and I love her.
Adopt me, Miss Honey. I've got the adoption papers right here.
What? Where did you get those?
From a book in the library. I've had them since I was big enough to Xerox.
There she goes with her fancy words again. Oh boy, all right. Who's got a pen? Yes, I'll be an only child again.
Matilda leapt into Miss Honey's arms, who hugged her back tightly. Aw, I love a happy ending.
Just like that, the Wormuts did the first decent thing they had ever done for their daughter. And as bad as things were before, that's how good they became.
Miss Honey was made principal of Punchman Hall and had to open up a second school because children never wanted to leave. Miss Prim became the principal of that school.
Matilda found, much to her surprise, that life could be fun, and she tried to have as much of it as she could. After all, she was a very smart girl.
The happiest part of this story is that Matilda and Miss Honey each got what they had always wanted, a loving family.
Smart enough to answer
Ignite your light, let it burn so bright. Reach it up to the sky, and it's open wide. You're electrified. The world becomes a fantasy, and you're more than you could ever be, 'cause you're dreaming with your eyes wide open. And you know you can't go back again to the world that you were living in, 'cause you're dreaming with your eyes wide open. So come alive. I see it in your eyes.